Hello and welcome back to the program. I am once again your host Joe. Today we're going to continue with Fallout New Vegas. When last we left off, I went for a swim. Why can I fast travel to the crashed B-29? It's in the water. Alright, I'm curious. I went for a swim. I floated that airplane to the surface. Cazadors. Am I really not hitting anything with any of these? They just need to land in the general vicinity. This is stupid. Alright. None of you fuckers even have poison glands? Okay. 2 poison glands. Better than nothing. So. I floated that airplane from the bottom of the lake. And now I need to go fast travel back to the Nellis Air Base. And, they love me there. They love me. And why not? I got their lights back on. I saved 2 of their dudes from certain death. And, now I'm helping them get an airplane? I returned a teddy bear to a kid?
Hello.
Hi.
It's going to be a dream come true once you've raised that bomber from Lake Mead.
It's up.
That's tremendous. I'll transmit instructions to the robots to start packing up the plane to bring it back to Nellis.
The robots?
I just told you, the robots are going to handle it. They'll break the plane down into pieces and move it up from Colville Bay in one shot. Exactly. We'll be shelling an unoccupied location in outer Vegas to get their attention elsewhere. By the time they realize they aren't under attack, the plane and the bots will be long gone. The kids wish we were shelling a real target, but Pearl thinks it's wise not to start up a war just as the lady has risen. Hey, I'd better get rolling. Jack and I have a lot of work ahead of us.
Have you seen her? The redhead of my dreams? Oh.
Okay, well, happy to help, guys. And now I'm just to let Pearl know that my job is done. Yeah. Alright. That's got to be the way to Pearl. Yeah, so these guys want an airplane. It's been at the bottom of the lake for a couple of 100 years, but I guess he thinks it's going to be operable? I don't know. Seems a little bit of a stretch to me, but, you know, here we are.
Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today? What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls. You are a trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it so. Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle. We'll be there when you need us.
Cool.
Bye.
The way she said bye. Bye. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, cool. And the follow-up on that is to go to New Vegas and tell Crocker about things. Sure. I'll go there via Camp McCarran, why not? Can I go there via Camp McCarran? Realistically, if anything, Crocker should be in the camp, right? Nope. Wants me to go to the north gate of the strip. What, I can't take the train? Let that be a lesson to the rest of you. I wonder, am I anywhere near Mick and Ralph's? Can I talk to the Kings? I know, I'm getting sidetracked. It's just like they said in the TV show. Thou shalt get sidetracked by bullshit every step of the way.
It's gotten so bad that even I think twice before going out at night around here. Those squatters think they're entitled to everything.
Yeah, okay.
Word on the street is that the leader of the Legion bought it. Too bad. Someone was finally going to do something about all the NCR around here.
Hey, what's shaking?
Do I have the key for this door? I do not have the key for that door. I mean, I already had my conversation with the king. He made me a member. He went immediately from, oh, I don't know, not just anybody can be a king, baby, to, I guess you're in.
Hey.
Hi.
I've got my eye on you.
Oh, okay.
Trust the Kings. You'll regret it.
Dude, I'm a member. The heck is his damage?
What can the king do for you? Understand, Freeside? You have to look back a few years. Originally, we were all just tribes making a living in this area. That all changed when Mr. House came around. He made an offer to the 3 biggest tribes that were willing to listen to him. Today, everyone calls those tribes the 3 families, and they live in luxury and run their own casinos in the Strip. The rest of us were left to fight over the crumbs. living in the shadow of those more fortunate. Things got pretty nasty for a while. But we wanted more. A place of our own. A place where no one could tell us what to do. And we didn't want to go elsewhere to find it. So we took control of this place and made it our own. That's really all Freeside is. The best of a bad situation. There's me, but I don't really like talking about myself. There's Julie Farkas and the other followers down at the old Mormon fort. The Garrett twins up at the Wrangler deserve mention. Wouldn't be right not mentioning the Van Graffs, I suppose. And while they're not important in the overall scheme of things, there's Mick and Ralph, too. Just don't tell them I said that. Who all did you want to know about? Julie represents the followers of the Apocalypse. They're a group that tries to help people out whenever they can, so we get along just fine. If you ever need to get patched up, one of their docs will have you right as rain in no time flat. They sell supplies, too, or used to. Heard they were having trouble bringing stuff in, or keeping up with the demand, or something lately. Did you want to know about anyone else?
Yeah. What's the deal with Mick and Ralph?
Mick and Ralph sell all sorts of things at a small store over by the East Gate. They've done all right by us, and they'll do all right by you. You want to know about anyone else?
Just they run a store. Okay.
They're a family-run business from out west that deal in weapons, mostly. A word of caution, though. They're not a friendly bunch. Not at all. Their store is just past the Wrangler and sells all kinds of fancy weapons that most people around here can't afford. Anyone else you wanted to know about?
Yeah, how the heck do they... If nobody's able to buy their stuff, then how are they making any money? It doesn't make any sense.
Them twins run the Atomic Wrangler, the only working casino here in Freeside. It's become pretty much the place to go around these parts. Give it a whirl when you've got some time. Now, was there anyone else you wanted to know about?
I guess not. You know, I suppose, you know, the Kings are really more of a thing for right here. It wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to be like, hey, do you guys want to help fight the Legion at the Battle of Hoover Dam? You think I'd be able to ask them for help with, like, I don't know, keeping things in line out here? You know, keeping the peace in Vegas while the NCR is occupied elsewhere, maybe? Why the spooky music? Yeah, well, I guess I'm going to the New Vegas Strip. And, well... Why the spooky music? It's fine. Excuse you? What do these guys actually manage to land a hit? I didn't take any damage. All that blood must have been his own. I guess his knife couldn't penetrate my armor?
No loitering.
You know loitering. Where's Yes Man? There he is. I like that he just hangs out out front.
Hi again. Can I help you with something else? Please, go on. Really? Talk about diplomatic skills. I mean, just not getting blown up was a success. Now they'll only blow up the right sorts of people. That's what matters. That's 2 down, 3 to go.
Alright, yes man, you're dealt with. And I need to go talk to Ambassador what's his name? Every door gets a label. Hey you, Sits and Dirt Man. What are you doing?
Our victory at Nelson's a worthy story to tell in my travels.
Who? Whomst? Who are you? What? Our victory? Our victory? What are you talking about? You didn't do anything. I don't even know who you are. You weren't there. This dude's taking credit for my work. These soldiers are drunk. They're just leaving the base. How are they drunk? They haven't even gotten to the bar.
We've got our best rangers here now. All of a sudden, I like our chances a whole lot better.
I'm glad you like your chances. You, that's not regulation.
Welcome back. What can I do for you this time? The embassy offices are to your left, while the barracks and living quarters are to the right. If you're looking for a history lesson, I don't have time to give my life story to everyone that passes through. Ma'am?
Miss Pappas?
Good to see you around here. What can I do for you? Private Irwin? Yeah, he's starting to get a thick file here with all his troublemaking. Crocker isn't too bad. He mostly stays in his office now. If you have any questions about the embassy, you should ask him. He'll talk your ear off.
Okay.
Evening.
Hi. I need to go find
Help you?
the ambassador.
What is it?
Get up.
It's good to have a friend of the NCR here. What can I do for you? I hope you've returned with good news. Are they willing to help the NCR? Excellent work. I can't tell you how useful that will be. In any event, I have another assignment ready and waiting for you. But we can speak of it later. Rest up, and when you're ready, speak to me again.
What do you mean rest up?
It's good to see such an outstanding citizen of the NCR. What can I do for you, my friend? So I did. As you may have noticed, our position here in New Vegas is tenuous. We've made great strides, sure, but the NCR is not welcomed here, merely tolerated. And even then, not by everyone. We've had reports of violence against NCR citizens in a neighborhood just to the northeast called Freeside. Ever been there?
Yeah, I'm a king.
Violence is something of a way of life there, but there's been a disturbing rise in the number of attacks on our people lately. More worrying is the fact that our sources suggest the violence is being perpetrated by the gang that runs the place, the Kings. I need someone to look into this that won't attract attention. Would you be interested? Good. Our men have come up with 2 different plans for seeing an end to the violence. First, our sources have tracked most of the attacks back to a king named Pacer. The consensus is that the violence will stop if he's removed. The problem is we can't simply kill him. In the current climate, the NCR would likely be blamed for his death. There is an alternative option, but my sources feel that getting rid of this Pacer fellow is our best shot. I'm not a violent man myself, so I had our guys come up with an alternate solution on the off chance that our agent-to-be shared my sentiments. In that case, we could take a different tact, but one that I at least have more experience with: diplomacy. If we can't go after the man responsible, we'll simply appeal to the man above him. The Kings, including our friend Pacer, report to the leader of their gang, a man who calls himself the King.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you tell me about the king?
He's Caucasian, in his mid-30s, and extremely charismatic. It's that last part we're counting on. The Kings are a bunch of young hoodlums who aren't inclined to listen to anyone except him. Get him on your side, and the rest will fall in line. Go and talk to the king. Try to convince him to put an end to this violence. Pacer's a punk, but he won't likely disobey a direct order. The king might not be open to the idea at first, so you may have to integrate yourself with him. Do whatever it takes. When it's done, one way or the other, report back here, and we'll take it from there.
I may have to integrate myself with him? Do you mean ingratiate?
I wish you luck. If you run into some difficulty and think you'd rather just take the shot with Pacer, that's fine too.
You have to be friends with the kings. Go talk to the king and make friends with him. Can you befriend the king? Yeah, I think I can probably befriend the king. It's a part of me wants to just go to the king's place with my king's uniform. It's like, I am, kind of a well-liked member of the organization. I've helped him with things. I fixed his dog. His dog had bad brain going on. His dog has good brain now. We sorted it out. Okay. Yeah, we're going in. We're going to talk to the king. Is the king still sleeping?
Friend, right?
Yeah, I am the king's friend. Am I allowed to sleep in your beds? I am allowed to sleep in your beds. Let's camp out for, you know what? It's been a long while since I just got a good 8 hours of sleep. So we'll just get a good 8 hours of sleep. And with 8 hours of sleep, hopefully, that means the king is at his usual post, watching people audition. He's not. Okay, alright.
Hey.
Who said hey? Was it you?
It's never dull in Freeside, is it?
It wasn't you. Okay. Hey, Pacer.
I've got my eye on you. You cross the Kings, you'll regret it.
Can I just, make friends with Pacer and, convince him to stop being a dick? I feel as though that should be an option, too.
It's coming soon. Leave you me.
Okay, this is Pacer's room. What's in Pacer's dresser? Nothing I want. Okay.
The big showdown between the NCR and the Legion is coming soon, believe you me.
The king!
What can the king do for you?
Hi!
I'd like to help you out, especially considering all you've done. But that's a pretty big favor you're asking for, and you've already used yours. Was there anything else you wanted?
I see.
All right.
I mean, I could just put a mine in his bed. It's kind of a dick move, I suppose, but Pace is kind of a jerk. It was not the worst move. Ooh, I do not like that answer. And that door requires a key. The spooky music. Yeah, so this is extra silly because, like, the implication there is that, like, so if I say, if Pacer's doing this stuff on his own, then asking the king to be like, hey, can you ask Pacer to, like, rein it in a little bit? That shouldn't be, like, a big thing. If the king was the one ordering things, then...
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
Then I could understand that being an issue. Like, that's not what's going on here. And we're crashing. Ugh, classic New Vegas. Classic. I'll hit the button to play again. ZeniMax. Okay. Now the question is... Alright, it did remember me coming into the strip. I lost virtually no progress there. Well, that's good at least. Just gotta go have a word with the ambassador. He'll tell me I need to do an assassination. I don't want to do an assassination. God, I like the kings. They're fun. They're Elvis-y, you know? I'm gonna have to get his medication and make it all shook up. That's what's gonna happen, isn't it? As I understand it, his name Pacer is a reference to the fact that he's got a heart condition.
What is it?
I'm looking for the ambassador. Edie, how did you manage this? Okay, I'm glad you sorted yourself out. Jesus Christ. Edie's over here no clipping.
Morning.
What you working on there, buddy?
Ah, hello. I trust you have something to report concerning the Freeside situation?
Yeah.
Yes? That's most unfortunate. In this circumstance, I've been instructed to send you along to Colonel Moore over at Hoover Dam for further orders. The Colonel will likely send you back to Freeside with a squad of armed men, for all the good that will do. I completely agree. Even if a riot didn't immediately break out, a line will have been crossed. And we'll have made that many more enemies. I'd suggest you speak to Colonel Shue over at Camp McCarran. He's much more level-headed about this sort of thing. He's also in a better position to bargain with the people of Freeside, seeing as how he's in charge of water and power distribution in the area. Still, I'm only mentioning it as an option. My official orders are to direct you to Colonel Moore. Godspeed.
Got anything else?
Yeah. Well then...
I have an update about the situation in Freeside, sir. Eh? What is it? I haven't done anything yet. What?
Hey.
Yeah, no wonder he's like, don't waste my time. I completely wasted his time. Saving. Oh, alright. That does feel like a good place to leave off for now. Thank you for tuning in, and I have once again been your host, Joe, and I will see you next time with more Fallout New Vegas.